It may seem as if it's gone on forever, but the end of Campaign '08 is finally in sight. Voters will go to the polls just 8 weeks from today to decide whether John McCain or Barack Obama will be our next president. To help you make an informed decision, we'll be devoting a large part of our broadcast between now and November 4th to telling you where the candidates stand on major issues, from terrorism to health insurance, immigration to energy, and a lot more. First, personal income taxes and how the Obama and McCain policies would affect you. Our business correspondent Anthony Mason tells you where they stand.
3 Ohio families, 3 income levels, 3 tax bills.
We're Charles and Joy Beecham. We're from Pataskala, Ohio.
The Beechams have 3 kids, 2 living with Charles' ex-wife. They just bought a foreclosed home. Charles runs his own office supply delivery business. Joy has a new job as a teacher. The Beechams earned nearly $32,000 last year.
I'm Kendra Foose, and this is my husband, Andy.
We live in Limesburg, Ohio.
The Fooses have 3 children, too. Andy is a construction manager. Kendra runs her own custom candy wrapper business from home. They made nearly $64,000 last year.
We're the Wilsons. My name's Gilbert. This is my wife, Lisa.
And we live in Plain City, Ohio.
The Wilsons also have 3 kids. Lisa's a stay-at-home mom. Gilbert owns a computer network company. Their income, $213,000 on their last 1040.
We came to Ohio to talk taxes because it's a critical swing state in this election. The economy is the #1 issue here, and the race is a virtual dead heat.
What's your sense of the state of the economy right now?
Oh.
It's rough.
At every income level,
I'm nervous. I'm seeing things change that I thought wouldn't.
these families are feeling the pinch.
Everything has gone up this year.
To the Foose family, being middle class means being caught in the middle.
There seems to be breaks for those with very low incomes, lots of breaks for those for very high income, and we are the ones that are constantly struggling.
We don't fit into any loophole.
We do not fit into a loophole.
In terms of taxes, what do you want from the next president?
Relief.
So where do the candidates stand?
I don't want to send any more of your earnings to the government, my friends.
We will provide real tax relief to the middle class by cutting taxes for 150 million Americans.
McCain and Obama differ sharply, starting with the Bush tax cuts due to expire in 2010. McCain would make them permanent. Obama would eliminate them for families making more than $250,000. The cornerstone of Obama's tax plan is what he calls the Making Work Pay credit. It would give any worker making under $150,000 a credit of $500, up to $1,000 per family. That credit would be refundable, which means even if you owe no taxes, you could still get a check from the government. Obama would also create a similar college tax credit for the first $4,000 of tuition. In return, a student would have to perform 100 hours of public service.
We'll invest in you. Together we'll march the country forward.
He'd also give low-income families a 50% credit on up to $6,000 in child care expenses. He'd eliminate income taxes for seniors making less than $50,000 and impose a 2% Social Security tax on those making more than $250,000.
That way we can extend the promise of Social Security without shifting the burden on seniors.
The centerpiece of the McCain plan is a tax break for families.
I'll double the child deduction from $3,500 to $7,000 for every dependent in every family in America.
On investment income, McCain would keep the tax rate at 15%. Obama would raise it to 20% for those earning more than $250,000. Obama would also raise the top tax rate from 35% to almost 40%. The second highest bracket would jump too, from 33% to 36%. McCain would leave these rates unchanged. Finally, both candidates would raise the income trigger for the alternative minimum tax, a tax targeted at the rich, but now trapping more and more middle-class families. So, what could these plans mean for our 3 Ohio families? Columbus accountant Matt Yeskowicz ran the numbers for us.
They are all touched by the plans in some respect.
The Beechams, who, remember, made $32,000 last year, would see no change in their taxes under McCain. But the Obama plan would help them.
The Beechams will be the beneficiary of a number of these refundable credits.
The Beechams, who paid no taxes in 2007, would now receive a check from the government for more than $2,200.
What do you think of that number?
That would work.
That would be really nice.
The Wilsons are at the other end of the spectrum, earning $213,000, which includes the profits from Gilbert's business. That puts them in the 28% bracket. If Gilbert's business improves, his income could easily push him into the 33% bracket, which under Obama's plan would jump to 36%.
That would be painful. Another 8% of the income.
And thousands of dollars more in taxes. Finally, there's the Fooses. McCain's dependent exemption would cut the Fooses' taxes by $225. Obama's Making Work Pay credit would cut their tax bill by $500.
Does that feel like enough to you?
Doesn't seem that much.
It's not enough to make a real big difference, no.
The Fooses, who are both undecided, feel forgotten again.
We're on our own. That's how I feel, is that there isn't anybody there that's rooting for us, you know, that they're the ones in the middle that can take care of themselves.
And it's middle-class taxpayers like Andy and Kendra Foose who are expected to decide this election. I'm Anthony Mason, CBS News, Miamisburg, Ohio.